If I have one regret about the Super Adventure box for 2018, it's that, no, I'm not going to do a race right now. I've tried the race 3 times, and it was enough to discourage me fully. I'm terrible at it. Like, I always miss this part right here. You know, for some reason I jump up here, and like, here, you're supposed to jump from there to there, and then you're supposed to jump to here, and for some reason I'll fall off, so I have to go back around and go back up there and go back down. And the worst one is when you get up there and you take the cannon over to that to this cloud, and you miss this jump right here and you fall off. So what do you have to do? You have to go all the way back over there, and you got to go through the whole damn underground thing again. And that's another regret, is I wasn't able to get that one achievement of finishing the race in less than 5 minutes. So that's one regret. I suppose the other regret is that I wasn't able to do this with a regular group of players. I ended up doing most of it solo, and usually it was just because of dailies that I would end up doing the group, and they only wanted to do the daily thing, like they only wanted to go for the chests, or they only wanted to do the break everything in the store thing, and they didn't want to explore around, and those that did would say, oh, you should do this in Tribulation Mode. Or I'd have, you know, a party open for like a half hour, and nobody would come over. So, you know, and I'm more than halfway through Stormtop, and then all of a sudden people want to join in. It's like, oh, can we go back to the start and do the thing that you finished doing a half hour ago? Like, fuck you. I waited for a half hour. Where were you? Well, I don't know. I just got here, man. Why you gotta be so salty about it? So anyways, that was, here goes the race. Anyways, that's one of the regrets I have with the Super Adventure box for 2018, is that I wasn't able to explore and do all of the secrets that I wanted to do. On the other hand, it gave me a lot of good opportunities to just look around. I did do World 1 Tribulation Mode, and you don't see it here, but I did do Tribulation Mode, all of World 1. Not at one time, but I did do it for the first time ever. In 2017, I did World 1 Zone 1 in Tribulation, and I think I did Zone 2, I don't remember. But this time I was actually able to do all of World 1. Unfortunately, the Super Adventure Festival is going to be ending in 14 hours, and what time is it right now? 9:32 p.m. So I'm not going to have the energy to. I'm not even going to like attempt Tribulation Mode for the rest of the festival, and I'm going to do everything I can into showing off what I know of Worlds 1 and 2. So this is going to be a bit of a marathon for me. I should have done this a little differently, but but to be fair, I picked up a shit ton of baubles, so I'm really proud of myself. What am I going to spend them on? What else? I'm going to spend them on weapons skins or stuff like that. And I haven't opened any of the Crimson Assassin weapons. I don't have any of those, and I don't have any of the. Pretty much the only super skins that I have are the blue-colored ones. So, you know, whatever. But enough playing around. Let's play around a bit. Something they changed for 2018 is you no longer have to go through the entire opening sequence, or opening whatever it is every single time, above Infantile Mode. It just gets you straight to the point and you can get to it. This is food. Food is good. The various foods will fill you up fairly good. The cake in the center will fill you up to, even if you're at one half heart health, your health will fill up to full. Let's see, this year, I think I upgraded pretty much everything, or everything that can be upgraded. We still have the sixth heart, as of 2018, is still locked. We need to wait for World 3. When that happens, God only knows, or only ArenaNet knows, apparently. Unintentionally, I got Moto's finger. I wasn't planning on getting it, and honestly, I've never used it. Like, I've never had a need for it. It does some kind of a knockback, I think, and you can only use it once per life. So you have to die in order to reset the thing, so you can only use it once ever. Beyond that, all the other upgrades I had from 2017. So, yeah, I've got all the upgrades I could possibly get. All thanks, of course, to the Infinite Continue coin from last year, which I'd like to point out was a really important thing for me to have. Maybe I should have pointed that out ahead of time, but oh well. I'm going to be doing a bit of rambling, I apologize. I actually did recordings at the beginning of the festival, but I was just droning and droning and droning about the good old days of the festival. And I wasn't really focusing. So I'm going to try and be a little more focused this time and just, like, get through it as fast as I can. Without saying, oh, you notice how this looks perfectly normal? Well, maybe if you bomb it, then you'll get this. Oh, something else I did. I also upgraded my, the melodies. So I have all three of those unlocked. So I can show bombing areas, I can, what are the other two? Wow, okay. I can show areas, secret areas that can be bombed. I can show, assuming there's nothing obscuring the image. Oh, that's another trick I learned. You can actually do a jumping dodge, which allows you to jump just slightly farther than you would if you just did your average jump. So that helps tremendously. Believe it or not, that actually does help. Some jumps where I was like, oh god, this is going to be close. Now it's like, oh, phew, made it. Oh, speaking of rabbits, I learned about this one this year too. This video is not just to show off the Super Adventure Box, but to show off everything that I know about the Super Adventure Box. So it's not just going to be straight going from point A to point B. I'm going to find all the dig areas and find all the chests and all the secret areas that I can think of. So these videos are going to be a bit on the long side, but you'll be able to see, you know, you'll still be able to find a lot of stuff that previously you may not have known about. Is that the last one? There it is. It's closer than I thought. It's a Bonado. And it turns into a bunch of angry bunnies. A lot of people who have never seen the Bonado before, they'll just walk right into it and they'll get eaten alive. They'll get like 4 or 5 hearts taken away from them. If you back away and attack them at the same time, they won't do anything. They won't be able to get to you. So that was a Bonado. You can trigger the Bonado in, let's see, World 1, Zone 1, World 1, Zone 2, and I think also World 2, Zone 1. I think those are... Anywhere, if you see bunnies at the start of them, at the start of a zone, then you will get a Bonado. I'm saying that right. What am I hitting? That's right. A reminder: chests will not appear on. Let's see. There's 2 things that change in infantile mode, other than, you know, the rabbit thing, or not rabbits, the clouds. The first one is that you cannot dig up chests in infantile mode, and the other one is that majority of enemies will not drop baubles. They'll only drop food. Oops. Kind of wish I'd recorded my Tribulation run, but I wanted to focus on what I was doing. I still die a lot in Tribulation Mode. Hopefully in 2019 I'll have more time for it. And yes, bunnies still fuck me up. Can't really say I've gotten any better at that, at dealing with them. Like that, for example. deceptively long jump right there. The other thing I noticed that I did in 2018 is that I'm using my left click or left mouse button to attack or to do the weapon one attack. I'm doing that a lot more now. And since I'm in the area, by the way, for that dodge jump that I just showed off, why can I never make this on the first try? Seriously. For the, oh shit, I'm completely distracted. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I learned, not only did I learn to do that extra long jump with, by doing both a dodge and a jump at the same time. I believe the default for dodging is V. So if you put your thumb on both the spacebar and V at the same time, you'll do that extra long jump. Some characters, like the Thief, for example, they'll do that invisibility jump thing right there, or they'll have a special animation of some kind. If you were to come in here with a Guardian or a Ranger, it would all look the same. But because the Thief, is this a Thief? No, this is a Deadeye is what this is, I'm sorry. Because it's a Deadeye, the dodging mechanics, she turns slightly invisible when she dodges. Why did I... That was dumb of me. Why did I bomb that entrance? I bombed that one. Never remember which one of these does it, but one of the shops in World 1, if you destroy the carpet, there's a bombing spot underneath the carpet. See, it's not there. One monkey sitting over there. Screw the monkey. So many times in Tribulation Mode here. This is an awful area. Right here. This spot gets me every single time because of that goddamn thwomp right there. It always takes me out. I die so many times right here because I'll get knocked off onto this ramp. Now the ramp is covered with spikes, so you instantly die. You don't even get knocked off the ramp as you fall onto the ramp and you die instantly, so... Yeah, I lost a lot of lives there. It's awful. It really isn't worth it to come up here because you're only getting, what is it, 6 baubles? So basically you just make up for the 1 bauble that you just used to get in here. Don't attack the bee-dogs when they're like this. Because what they do is they'll pause for a moment, stick their noses in there. The time you want to kill them... Hear that beep sound? You want to kill them after they stick their noses into the thing, because that's when they get them. Because they're pulling baubles out of those flowers. That's when you want to kill them. thought there was a secret here, but I don't... Oh wait, no, why am I... I'm not gonna waste baubles doing that. Let me just do it this way. I didn't think so. If you use that tune just from how you hear it, it won't work. You have to actually physically collect the tune, the melody for the wooden whistle in order to get the bonus, or in order to get the ability. No, oh, my bad. Oh well. This spot throws me off a bit. Nope. Oh, whew. Oh, I made it. Wow. Wait. Yeah, because it's the easy way out. Now notice that didn't just take one of my hearts. That actually took a life. Ordinarily, when you die, if you fall to your death or something like that, it'll take a single heart. But in that case, I had full hearts, and it took an entire life when I did that. So I'm gonna turn around and go right back in. See that monkey right there? His aggro range is ridiculous. He's got a range unlike any other monkey I've seen in this game. It's ridiculous. Watch this. Look how far away he was. He's chasing me all the way over here. Look at that. That's just stupid. I've never seen a monkey go as far as this one goes. I wonder why that is. It's very strange. Let alone the fact that he's on the ground as opposed to in a tree. This used to be a pain in my backside. Like, I just attack, and it made no difference. But I finally sat down and learned the pattern of attack. So now it's not as big a problem as it used to be for me. The other thing I've learned is not to attack while backing up. Instead, I'm moving to the side and not engaging at all. Attack it, but the problem is it doesn't help too much until the very end. Oh, by the way, yes, you can do auto attack on these things. Or on the skills, you can auto attack with skills. Oh, that was one of the dailies. Yay. To save on... You can already see I've got my first Bauble waiting for me. I've got my first stack. To save on space, I intentionally don't open any of the chests, any of the gifted chests or whatever it is. That way I can store more space here, and this is actual in-game currency. Oh, speaking of in-game currency, I need to transfer this. There we go, now I feel a little more secure. Tribulation Mode, they force you to come this way. Oops. Yes, there is a ledge right there. By the way, if you're going into Tribulation Mode for the first time and you have to deal with this section, here's a helpful hint. Don't touch the shadow areas, because that's where the spikes are. You cannot go up here, and you cannot go up here. So basically avoid the shadowy area, and this actually, well, you'll actually lose progress if you go down there, because if you jump down there, you can't move on. But anyways, only touch the color, the light area. So put your reticule on the spot right about there. And now this is not Tribulation Mode, so which means I probably would have died right there. But the point is, you know, aim for this little light area right here, and you'll be fine. And there's nothing over there for me. In Tribulation Mode, you have to keep going this way. There's a little thwomp right there that can be rolling right. I'm going to go this way. Oh yeah, the reason they force you to go that way is because there's spikes right here. They won't let you climb up here. You can jump from the platform here to you can jump from this corner here of the platform here. You can jump to here and then jump to here if you like to. But it's not required, because once you get to this point, you just run over here. Oh wow, we did that. Okay, I'll show you since it's no longer. And this is without the speed boost, by the way. So you can just climb up here. So it wanted me to show you as opposed to showing you. Alright, I will oblige. By the way, notice that I was undamaged. It didn't take a life, but it did take a heart. Store over here while I think I forgot to check if there was a detonating area there. Yep, nothing there. Okay, let's get up there and finish this. By the way, there's what's the achievement called? I can't think of what it's called. There's an achievement where you... No, it's not in the dailies. It would be... Crab Festival. Okay. Where is it? Only one of these is available in Tribulation Mode. So I'm not going to show you Tribulation Mode because I don't want to beat my brains about trying to get to Tribulation Mode just to show that one secret. Let me kill this monkey. So ordinarily in Tribulation Mode, let's see how we do this. I failed so miserably here so many times. Okay, so you go to here, and then you wrap around the corner, and then you're safe right here. Anyways, you have to be careful because the floor is lava. And this guy will... So the floor is lava in Tribulation Mode. You actually have a safe path to get to here. Ordinarily, if you step off, this area right here is all lava. Right here. All of this is lava. You don't see it because it's underneath an invisible... a fake floor. So what you want to do, if you want to go for that one hidden shop, and the only way you can get to it is in Tribulation Mode, so you want to stand here, and then you want to go for this corner here. That's what you're aiming for. Or is it that one? It might be here, because this is closest, so I think it's here. So you're going to jump from that bush, you're going to jump from that bush to here. You're going to fall through the floor. Okay, so it's intentional. You are going to fall through, but there's a ledge underneath where I am right now. I wonder if I can actually get my camera under there. Nope. You'll fall through, and then you're going to carefully work your way, and I think there's also some jumping involved. And the shop is actually located right about here, right next to the lava. So if you're in Tribulation Mode and you're trying to figure out where that last shop is, the furniture store, whatever it is, it's located right here. But you can only get to it in Tribulation Mode. GLHF. I hope you brought an infinite continue coin, because you are going to need it, my friend. Goddamn monkeys. Can't kill them enough. Those, it drops that, and it becomes a bouncing mushroom, just in case you fall off. Who is Betty Bauble, and what does she do? Well, there's an achievement where you have to collect all of the baubles up to this point in a zone, and the achievement is not tied to drops from enemies. So you have to dig up all chests, and you have to pick up all the baubles that are out in the open, or even baubles that are in hidden things like that. Excuse me. You also have to collect you also have to break all the furniture in stores. And also, I think it also includes the furniture shop down here as well. I think you have to do that. And you have to do it all, you have to collect all baubles in a zone in one go. You know, you can't break it up over time. You have to do it all in one go. I don't remember if this furniture shop counts or not. I don't remember. Anyways, Betty Bauble is basically your checkpoint, which is different from those checkpoints, by the way. She's your checkpoint to determine whether you have collected all the baubles in a zone or not. Now, of course, she says it all in New Crichton. What can you do? It's the Super Adventure box. But she will make different noise depending on if you've collected all the baubles in a zone or not. I don't think I have. That's why she didn't make the appropriate sound. generous delay on every action that he takes against you. So basically, if he looks directly at you, or if he laughs, then just start moving and you'll be fine. That applies to all the others as well. So. When the dailies for Guild Wars 2 reset, you will get a glorious chest once per day. And that will gift you 2 additional Bauble bubbles, and it'll give you a continual credit. It won't give that to you every single day, but it will give it to you once per day.